Coming up on AgweekTV, we'll tell you about a new wheat breeding program started by a longtime North Dakota grain company.
We take a look at how federal funding freezes are impacting farmers in our communities.
Calving season can be a stressful time of year. We'll see how one company could ease that stress. And several businesses join forces to show students about the many career opportunities in ag. Welcome to AgweekTV. I'm Emily Beal. Farmers and small business owners are confused and concerned after a federal funding freeze affected the grants intended to help them expand their businesses. Ariana Schumacher has the details in this week's AgWeek cover story.
No one knows what's going on, so it's a little confusing.
Stephanie Peterson has been raising chickens and selling eggs at her small farm in Brandon, South Dakota for the past 8 years. Right now, the farm has 125 laying hens.
I had too many chickens and too many eggs, and so basically I decided I was going to start selling eggs to restaurants.
Peterson buys and markets eggs from other suppliers as well. Overall, her business supplies 200 dozen eggs a week to local restaurants and consumers. With all this, Peterson knew it was time to expand her business. Last summer, she was awarded $35,000 in grant funding from the USDA's Business Builders Award. It was being given to her in installments. Peterson is still waiting on at least 2 more installments to fulfill her contract. Now she doesn't know if she will ever see the remainder of the money.
I'm not sure if I'm going to be getting those payments or not.
With the allotted USDA grant money, the farm has been expanding their production. They've added a part-time employee who helps to deliver eggs. They're also increasing their egg production by adding 75 more chickens.
We're just kind of in a gray area, and I'm going to try to forge ahead as best I can, but we'll just see what happens.
In Medina, North Dakota, Crumlick DD Meats was awarded $50,000 through the same grant program. So far, they have only received $20,000 of that funding. They had planned to use the money to purchase more efficient processing equipment. The $20,000 was not enough to cover any of the purchases they were hoping to make.
We were waiting for this year's second payment, and then we could order our equipment. But now they've told us don't do anything until we get notification now.
There's a lot of confusion about what happens next.
So we're all on standstill until we hear something.
From a business standpoint, it's hard to continue on this plan that I have when I'm not sure of where that money's coming from.
In Brandon, South Dakota, this is Ariana Schumacher for AgWeek.
You can read more in the next AgWeek magazine or at agweek.com. A climate-smart agriculture pilot program is also on hold because of federal freezes. Myron Seiling's farm in southeast Minnesota is one of those taking part in the program. Seiling transitioned his farm to no-till in the early 90s and added green cover crops. He says his farm has $32,000 frozen from the program. Still, he advises farmers who want to learn about these practices to start with the well-known groups across the state.
The Minnesota Soil Health Coalition has mentor group to help all across the state, different farming practices, so they would be able to get a person in touch with somebody that knows your situation, whether it's livestock, cash crop, no-till, strip-till, full-till. They have people for all that.
Seiling spoke at an event held by the University of Minnesota Extension in Rochester, Minnesota. The Arthur Companies, a North Dakota company that started in 1906, is setting their sights on a new business venture, a wheat breeding program. I met with some of the Arthur Company employees to learn more.
I think generally speaking, a lot of people don't actually know or understand how complicated wheat is.
Maury Rugg is a senior wheat breeder for the Arthur Companies. Rugg has over 20 years in the wheat breeding industry and has played a vital role in Arthur Companies' wheat breeding program known as Frontier Genetics.
Frontier Genetics will be releasing its first variety. It'll be available to growers in 2026. So we will have foundation seed this year, some registered seed next year, and we'll have some certified seed production available next year. Testing is very important. So Sampling the environment is what we have to do throughout the region.
And to be able to have local testing in North Dakota is just really important to see what performs in our environment.
Justin Connaught is the Arthur Company's Eastern General Manager and VP of Growth. He says research and development will continue to be a crucial part of their business, especially when it comes to their wheat breeding program.
Of tens of thousands of plots where we're planting the seed, we're fertilizing it, much like a farmer does, just in much smaller scale. And we're doing the harvesting, we're taking notes throughout the year. And at the end of the day, we're looking at yield and protein and quality and seeing what would be the best lines to release for our customers and our end users.
Up next on AgweekTV, we'll preview what pest soybean growers need to look out for this season.
Whether you are a farmer moving a single piece, a contractor updating your fleet, or a large dealer needing to liquidate assets, Dagger Machinery will come to you and handle every step of the process.
Power Rich Fertilizer is a leading provider of macro and micronutrient fertilizers customized for you. Our products, including granular and liquid foliars, are designed to enhance your crop's yield and disease resistance. We're here to help you get the most out of your crop with our incredible products. To learn more, call Steve Jerolimic at 701-799-2672. Discover the Power Rich difference. Contact us today.
You could put your dog in charge of deliveries,
but maybe don't.
You could plant your field by hand,
but maybe don't?
You could point in any direction and randomly choose a bank,
but maybe don't?
Cornerstone Bank offers high-tech, high-touch options when you want efficiency or need advice. Get the best of both, banking the way you want it. Come to Cornerstone and let us prove the difference.
Attention farmers, increase your revenue and prevent compaction from squeezing your profits with PTG's Central Tire Inflation System, now offered at OK Tire and Service. All controlled from the tips of your fingers, ensuring increased yield and improved fuel economy by adjusting your tire pressure within minutes. You are ensuring the best performance from your tractor on the field and off the field, compatible with any radial tire. Call the OK Tire team today or visit oktireinc.com to learn more.
Winter is here, and so are the savings. At Gateway Building Systems, take advantage of limited-time winter discounts on Brock solid grain bins, built to protect your harvest and your bottom line. Need immediate assistance? Our expert millwrights crews are available now to handle your repairs and upgrades. Schedule your pre-season checkup today. Don't wait. Lock in your winter discounts. Call Gateway Building Systems at 1-800-747-4499.
AgweekTV Soy Insight, brought to you by the North Dakota Soybean Council.
North Dakota soybean growers are gearing up for the 2025 season, but there are some pests growers need to be watching out for to protect their yields. Rose Dunn talks with an expert in this month's Soy Insight.
The 2024 growing season saw a significant infestation of pyrethroid-resistant soybean aphids, especially in eastern North Dakota. That costs growers yields and money. NDSU Extension entomologist Janet Knodel says the best way to find pests in your fields is to get out and scout regularly for them from June through August.
Then look for the key insect pests like soybean aphid, bean leaf beetle, and if we're going to go into the drought again, you'll want to look for some of those insects that do really well in the drought, grasshopper and spider mites.
Knodel advises farmers seeing pyrethrin-resistant aphids to use insecticides with different modes of action, such as Transform, Savanto Prime, and Safina.
You have to be very selective on what you do for insecticide applications because the whole group of pyrethroid insecticides has cross-resistance, which means more than one product is resistant.
Knodel emphasizes that regular scouting is the most effective way to stay ahead of pest problems. Some overwinter in the state and can cause early season damage. Their survival largely depends on late winter and early spring weather, and some pests can migrate in later in the season.
There's a lot of moths, particularly, that fly up into North Dakota and can attack our soybean fields. So that's where the routine scouting will help you find those pests early, and then you can manage them and prevent yield loss.
Knodel emphasizes that smart decision-making, good management, and timely action are the best ways to handle potential threats. In Fargo, this is Rose Dunn for AgWeek.
For more information about soybean pests, contact Dr. Janet Knodel at janet.knodel@ndsu.edu or reach out to your local NDSU Extension agent. A South Dakota farmer is nationally recognized by the American Soybean Association for his dedication to conservation. Ariana Schumacher takes us to Kurt Stiefvater's farm in Salem, South Dakota to learn more about what he's doing.
Healthy soil and conservation are at the core of Kurt Stiefvater's farming mission. Stiefvater is the fourth generation to farm this ground in Salem, South Dakota. He's been using no-till practices for over 25 years and has incorporated cover crops on his crop and cattle operation.
Guys, I just really think we need to keep up our conservation practices and build on them for the future of the soil we're farming. We're being stewards of it, and we just need to keep carrying on those practices to keep the soil where it's at.
Since implementing these conservation practices, Stiefvater has raised his farm's organic matter by about 2%. Seeing the positive changes on his operation makes him want to educate others. He's been actively involved with both the soybean and corn associations in South Dakota, along with the South Dakota Soil Health Coalition. He has hosted 2 soil health schools on his farm.
Just really like being able to educate and pass my knowledge on to them, and hopefully people implement those practices.
This year, Stiefvater has been recognized for all his hard work. He was awarded the 2025 Conservation Legacy Award for the Upper Midwest region by the American Soybean Association.
There's a lot of people doing great things out there, and that I was selected is quite an honor.
Stiefvater hopes that through this recognition, he is able to continue to educate others on the importance of utilizing these practices.
I just always like opportunities to share what I'm doing and push the conservation message for our soil.
In Salem, South Dakota, this is Ariana Schumacher for AgWeek.
Stiefvater is one of 4 award winners from across the country. The other recipients are from Virginia, Iowa, and Delaware. Ahead on AgweekTV, we'll show you a product to make calving safer and easier.
Integrity, excellence, teamwork. At Titan Machinery, we take care of our team. Whether you are an experienced technician or looking to start your career, Titan has a spot for you. Earn a competitive pay with the potential to make in excess of 6 figures. Service techs, come grow with a company that invests in you. Titan Machinery offers company HSA and 401k contributions, affordable health insurance, and a generous tool allowance. Plus, we'll provide all of your uniform and safety gear. Apply today at titanmachinery.com/careers.
There's no easy button, no guarantees, or promises of a good year. This is farming. It's unpredictable and demanding, with long days and sometimes stressful nights. It's weathering the storms and coming out successful. Farming isn't for everyone. We thank those who make it their life, because it is for everyone.
At Vatterstad, we're partnering with North American farmers to create the perfect emergence. We're doing this with new and innovative tillage, planting, and seeding solutions, optimized for the field conditions that you face, and with industry-leading capacities to help you get the job done in short windows of time, so you can maximize yields. Vatterstad, we look forward to growing together.
A farmer's work is never done. You're not just planting a seed or harvesting a crop. You're growing a legacy. When you're up before dawn and out long past dusk, you need a banker who will work with your schedule, not the other way around. At Choice, we do banking differently, giving farmers like you time back to focus on what really matters. Choice Bank, top North Dakota Ag Bank for 10 years running, and always people first.
Protect your wheels from wear, tear, and debris obstruction with the patented Gauge Wheel Protection System from Jung Enterprise, Inc.
It's steel on steel, so there's no friction like you have with rubber, so it turns much easier.
The steel ring also acts as a scraper, preventing spoked wheels from getting plugged in the mud and the lip of the tire from getting worn away.
It's made such a big difference. I don't have near the issues anymore.
Reduce downtime and extend the life of your tires. Contact Jung Enterprise, Inc. today.
AgWeek weather is sponsored by Bremer Bank. Connect with a banker today at bremer.com.
Is the region done with snow for the season? Here's Lydia with our AgriWeather Outlook.
The madness of March. It happens in the weather world, too. We get lots of ups and downs this time of year. What's happening is it's still cold up in Canada. They're still waking up with sub-zero temperatures morning after morning, especially the further north that you go into Canada. Meanwhile, well off to the south, Laredo, Texas has officially hit 100 degrees. The first triple-digit temperature of 2025. So things are heating up in the south and are still cold up to the north. What happens to us in the northern plains is that we are very much caught in the middle. That gives us really big temperature swings, especially without any snow on the ground, because snowpack does tend to keep your temperature colder. As we've gotten rid of a lot of the snow, of course, we've been about 2 feet behind average for a lot of us, 1.5 to 2 feet behind average. As we've gotten rid of a lot of that snow melt is gone. Now we have bare ground out there, and that allows our temperatures to have really big ups and really big downs. Anytime you get a system moving in from the south, wind out of the south, southwest, your temperature warms up. A lot of us have seen temperatures into the 50s and 60s already this season. That's early for March. But then you get systems out of the north and you can get sharp cool downs. Even after having days in the 50s and 60s, all of a sudden you're having days in the 20s and the 30s. We also get this really tight pressure gradient, which is how we measure wind. The tighter the pressure gradient, the windier it is. Of course, we're dry out there. Latest drought monitor just released, and we do have some persistent issues. Even with that bigger snowstorm that ran from around the Sioux Falls area to the Twin Cities now about a week and a half ago, that moisture is now considered in this very map, and it did not make very much of a difference. Still seeing moderate drought conditions from the Fargo area down I-29 towards Sioux Falls. You have some polka dots in there of severe drought conditions where you notice kind of that orange color from Park Rapids. Another one just to the east of Watertown, South Dakota. Aberdeen points out to the west, and then even worse, of course, as you travel out into western North Dakota with extreme drought conditions. Spring, by the way, is our windiest season. I just talked about how that pressure gradient is happening, and it's cold up to the north and warm down to the south, and we're caught in the middle. That tightens up our pressure gradient and makes us windy in spring. Spring is our windiest season. April specifically is our windiest month. Now, of course, we have dry conditions. We had a dry fall. We're behind average on snowfall. And so fire danger becomes a big concern this time of year. I'm also watching out for soil erosion as we don't have that great snowpack on the ground to kind of keep things in place. That top layer of soil can easily be blown away anytime there's a windy day. As for the forecast here into the next couple of weeks, we've got mild air stretching in. So once again, we'll watch for warmer days. But then things start to shift a little bit. We get a drop in the jet stream and cooler air starts to work its way in. So the ups and the downs, the madness of March, does look to continue with little precip chances here into the next couple of weeks.
Power Rich Fertilizer is a leading provider of macro and micronutrient fertilizers customized for you. Our products, including granular and liquid foliars, are designed to enhance your crop's yield and disease resistance. We're here to help you get the most out of your crop with our incredible products. To learn more, call Steve Jerolimic at 701-799-2672. Discover the Power Rich difference. Contact us today.
You could put your dog in charge of deliveries,
but maybe don't.
You could plant your field by hand,
but maybe don't.
You could point in any direction and randomly choose a bank,
but maybe don't.
Cornerstone Bank offers high-tech, high-touch options when you want efficiency or need advice. Get the best of both, banking the way you want it. Come to Cornerstone and let us prove the difference.
We offer the full lineup of brand products. Big ones are going to be your conveyors, your land rollers, grain carts, high-speed discs. Those are going to be the very popular ones that we see out in the countryside and we like to have on hand here at all times.
Brand does a really good job of supporting the products and providing the parts on time and when you need them. For a full line of brand products, give us a call at 701-361-4790 or visit our website at northstar-ag.com.
There's no easy button, no guarantees, or promises of a good year. This is farming. It's unpredictable and demanding, with long days and sometimes stressful nights. It's weathering the storms and coming out successful. Farming isn't for everyone. We thank those who make it their life, because it is for everyone.
Whether you are a farmer moving a single piece, a contractor updating your fleet, or a large dealer needing to liquidate assets, Dagger Machinery will come to you and handle every step of the process.
Calving season can be a stressful and dangerous time of year on the ranch, especially if you aren't careful. I traveled to White Lake, South Dakota and met with Gillen Calving Solutions to learn more about their calf carrier, a product that greatly eases the pain of calving season.
Well, too many producers get hurt calving. I mean, if you're calving by yourself, your own herd, if you get hurt, I mean, who's going to do the calving then?
Kurt Gillen raises cattle in White Lake, South Dakota. After having multiple trips to the emergency room from accidents due to calving, Gillen created Kurt's Calf Carrier, a lightweight, durable solution designed to make the calf handling process safer and more efficient.
I mean, it's so much easier. You don't have to see if the cow's wild or not. You just pull up and pick the calf up, and the door in front there, you just fold it down, and some of the calves get to be 120-pound calves. And these older producers cannot pick the calf up, put them in the carrier. So that's how we redesigned the carrier for the front door. It's fold down, and so they can just push them up in there, and we've had, 2 or 3 people in their 70s come take a look at these things. So there's a need for it.
The calf carrier is easily attachable to side-by-sides, gators, and other machinery. A scale can also be purchased with the calf carrier, making weighing a calf easier than ever. Having a calf carrier helps ranchers stay safe, improve efficiency, and gives them peace of mind.
Put them in there and they ride along, and mama cow follows them really well. So much quicker, safer. I don't have to worry about hired help at nights out here. I mean, that's a big worry too. If you got your sons or something out at night picking calves up, this will eliminate all that. You don't have to see if the cow's wild or not. You just pull up and pick the calf up. And a lot of times it's the tame cows that always get you, the ones you think you trust.
For more information about the calf carrier, please visit the website or contact the number listed on your screen. Up next on AgweekTV, what some businesses are doing to attract the next generation to careers in agriculture.
A farmer's work is never done. You're not just planting a seed or harvesting a crop. You're growing a legacy. When you're up before dawn and out long past dusk, you need a banker who will work with your schedule, not the other way around. At Choice, we do banking differently, giving farmers like you time back to focus on what really matters. Choice Bank, top North Dakota ag bank for 10 years running, and always people first.
Integrity, excellence, teamwork. At Titan Machinery, we take care of our team. Whether you are an experienced technician or looking to start your career, Titan has a spot for you. Earn a competitive pay with the potential to make in excess of 6 figures. Service techs, come grow with a company that invests in you. Titan Machinery offers company HSA and 401k contributions, affordable health insurance, and a generous tool allowance. Plus, we'll provide all of your uniform and safety gear. Apply today at titanmachinery.com/careers.
At OK Tire, we're here to keep you going, whether you're in the field or on the job site. From heavy-duty replacement tracks and conversion systems, planters to power sports, we have the right solution to tackle every working condition. We even offer a free, no-obligation undercarriage inspection to ensure your equipment is ready to roll. With expert installation and premium brands, OK Track Solutions is here to keep your operation on track. Winter is here, and so are the savings. At Gateway Building Systems, take advantage of limited-time winter discounts on Brock solid grain bins, built to protect your harvest and your bottom line. Need immediate assistance? Our expert millwrights crews are available now to handle your repairs and upgrades. Schedule your pre-season checkup today. Don't wait. Lock in your winter discounts. Call Gateway Building Systems at 1-800-747-4499.
We offer the full lineup of brand products. Big ones are going to be your conveyors, your land rollers, grain carts, high-speed discs. Those are going to be the very popular ones that we see out in the countryside and we like to have on hand here at all times.
Brand does a really good job of supporting the products and providing the parts on time and when you need them. For a full line of brand products, give us a call at 701-361-4790 or visit our website at northstar-ag.com.
If one thing is certain in agriculture, it's that the work is plentiful, but the workers are few, and the problem is likely to get worse. As Michael Johnson reports, farm shows and agribusinesses are trying to open the eyes of young people to career opportunities in ag.
I want to work with animals, whether that's vet tech or continue on the farm.
Emma Butterfass is one of many students who came to the Central Minnesota Farm Show in St. Cloud to learn about careers in ag. She lives on a farm and wants a career in ag, but she's not yet sure exactly what that will be.
A lot of people think ag's just really simple. It's animals, farming, all that. But there's a lot more that goes into it, and I feel like it's a lot easier to come to these things and learn a lot more about it.
Bernie Quist volunteers with the show. It was her idea to include career exploration at the event.
Is there opportunities in your field? What might I make? What kind of education do I need? What do you like about your job? What don't you like about your job?
Vendor Sean Arnold says they have a great need for service technicians at his equipment dealership, and he says those jobs can lead to many other opportunities. Arnold's offers scholarships and paid internships to attract talent.
We can work into management, we can work into parts, we can work into our advanced farming, our AFS, our precision farming specialists, up to sales. To store managers, there's a lot of room for growth.
Ag lender Shannon Nelson agrees that there's lots of career opportunities in ag.
Get into whether it be lending, nutritionist, trade jobs. There's such a wide variety of jobs that kids don't even realize how many jobs are out there in the agricultural industry.
In St. Cloud, Minnesota, this is Michael Johnson for AgWeek.
The two-day event was free to attend and vendor spots were sold out. Stories you'll only see on AgWeek.com and in AgWeek magazine this week. Summit Carbon Solutions has filed a motion to pause its permit application in South Dakota. And the Minnesota legislature's first passed bill of 2025 deals with grain buyer auditing. We appreciate you watching AgweekTV. Remember to check us out daily on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok to keep up on all your ag news. Have a wonderful week, everyone.